You have the power to choose who you are. So I have acted most of my life. I love theater, I love film, and Shakespeare is a fun genre. So I don't know if you've ever seen Othello or read it, but there's a spot, it's in Act 1, Scene 3, when one of the characters, Iago, is speaking. He shares some things that I want to share with you tonight. And so he said, this is in the modern English version so that you can understand what is being said. But he says this, "Ha! We have the power to choose what we are. Our bodies are like gardens, and our wills are the gardeners. If we sow weeds or lettuce, plant hyssop and weed out wild grasses, fill our garden with one kind of herb or vary it with many kinds, leave it barren with idleness or fertilized with hard work, why, the power for all of these changes is controlled by our wills. If our lives weren't held in balance between our minds and our lusts, the lower passions of our natures would lead us to do outrageous things. But we do have reason to cool down our heated passions, our fleshly impulses, our uncontrolled lusts. So, I think what you call love is nothing more than a young plant, which can be easily plucked out." So as you heard that, what things stood out to you? Some of you may be familiar with the book As a Man Thinketh, which also talks of the mind as a garden, that our thoughts are nothing more than just little seeds asking for attention, asking to be nurtured. But we are the gardeners. We are the awareness of our thoughts and of our emotions. Our thoughts and our emotions, our passions, don't control us without us allowing them to. You are the gardener. You get to decide what plants you allow to grow. With intention, and as you are conscious with what you allow in your garden, you can choose which plants you want to nurture and what fruit you ultimately want to harvest. You are the gardener. You are a miracle and you have a purpose. You do have the power to choose and to feed the thoughts that serve you. You do have the power to pay attention to your emotions, to validate your emotions, but you don't have to act on them. If we acted on every single emotion that came up, if we did everything that our mind told us to do, I don't think we would be alive as a human race right now. So thank goodness for filters. Thank goodness that we can pay attention to our thoughts and feelings and censor them and act on those that will serve us best and not follow through with those that will drive us crazy and cause us to do weird, crazy things. So be the master of your thoughts. Be the gardener. Be the gardener. That's who you are. You are a miracle and you have a purpose. You have the power to choose your thoughts and to choose who you are. So if right now in your life you're experiencing some things that you don't enjoy the outcomes, well, look at your life and just say, okay, what are your thoughts? What are your emotions? What are your actions? Those are the only three things you have control over. Your conscious thoughts, what you feed your attention to, your emotions, because wherever you draw your focus on, those thoughts will then lead to emotional states, and then your actions. So just because you're thinking something or feeling something, you don't have to act on it, right? So sometimes it's important for us to do things we don't feel like doing. But because we have a bigger goal or a bigger why, that's what can get us to do things that in the moment maybe we would rather not do. But by having that why, knowing what you want and why, that can get you through some of the struggles, the difficult times in this life. And so you're a miracle, you have a purpose. I believe in you. Remember that this life is a series of mountains and valleys, ups and downs. It's a journey. We don't have a destination we're trying to arrive to in this life. It's a journey. We've got lots of mountain peak experiences and lots of valleys. And that's the pattern. That's the heartbeat of life. And so you're okay. Every step that you take matters. You matter. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here with me today. If today's message was for you, go and like this video, subscribe to the channel. Remember, I'm here every day. and I look forward to seeing you again soon.